welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment.
Hey guys, welcome once again to to the first review we're doing on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Um, so we're going to be talking about the episode 2, right? Episode 2. And but firstly, before we talk about what happened in the episode, how do you rate this episode?
It's starting off kind of slow. I'm really not trying to hear about Karen and her arrest, and it's just really, really slow. And I'm just kind of shocked to, I guess, see Ashley still there and Giselle, but okay.
Really?
What about you?
Um, I did for me. Um, yes, I don't want to hear about Karen and everybody pushing on Karen. What I'm trying to I don't want to jump the gun. I just want to see how it feel and see where they're heading to. Maybe I want to give it to like maybe episode 5 or 6 to know, okay, this is how the season is gonna go. That's my plan.
Okay.
I didn't just want to be like, okay, fine, they're not heading anywhere. That's it. But anyways, let's move forward. In today's episode, kind of start from where last week's episode 6 ended, where they talked about we're talking about Mia and whatnot and the whole situation stuff. And they got to talk about Mia and the fact that she was not protecting her child. I know we did not cover this last week, but I think I dropped a little video on my YouTube. I dropped a YouTube shot on my YouTube and on my Facebook, and I said, for one thing, I did not like the fact that Mia was talking about Jeremiah's situation on TV, that millions of people are watching. I felt like something that should have been private, off camera, not with the cameras, because at the end of the day, this boy is gonna grow up. He's gonna watch this. He's gonna know about this because it's gonna be on the internet. No, it doesn't. The internet doesn't die. So even if something happened ages ago, the next generation will still know about it from the internet.
Right.
So for me, I felt like me seeing them talk about Jeremiah, the fact that Inc. wants a paternity test, blah blah blah, and he has known for the fact that this guy, this small young boy, has known Gordon as his father for the longest of time since he came to this world, and all of a sudden, just because of now you are so in love with this new guy, you want to agree to him doing the paternity test for this child. I felt like at that moment, I felt like Maya was not doing a good parenting by protecting this boy. I felt like she wasn't doing a good parenting stuff. I felt like she should have left, even if they have a discussion about, okay, let's do paternity, let's know exactly who is the father between you and me. I felt that it's conversation that should not have been, I should not have heard it. I should not know that that kind of problem or stuff is going on in their house. I should not be aware of it. It's something that should have been kept private. So when the lady said that she was not protective of the kids, although I didn't like the way that Giselle and Karen was trying to push it, but I would agree with them that I feel like Mia would sell out her kids, and that's my honest opinion. And I feel like Mia will sell off her kids just for the next paycheck. That's my opinion. I'm not agreeing with what Giselle and Karen said in the situation they're trying to make, but I'm just saying in general, when I look at Mia and the things she has done, I just feel like she doesn't do a lot of protecting when it comes to her kids, and especially the Jeremiah issue. And I felt like the approach she took with that Jeremiah issue, for me, it didn't make sense.
Okay, I mean, I understand how you feel, but I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at the side of, it was just kind of shady that they were throwing that kind of shade. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, no, I
regardless.
agree. No, that I said that I did not agree to how Karen and Giselle was saying that. Like for me, the way they were trying to shade her, because that was shade, I did not agree with it. But I'm saying in my own perspective, me looking at yeah, when I watched the first episode one, that was my own thought. I am not talking about this particular situation where Giselle and Karen were shading her. For me, that was shit. But I'm just saying that in my opinion,
Okay.
looking at episode one, because we didn't really cover episode one. Looking at episode
Hmm.
one, I'm like, I didn't feel like she did much of a protection. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, didn't Gordon give her when he was sick? Didn't he tell her, "Hey, it's okay if you step out and all this stuff"? Wasn't he the one saying that?
I didn't get you.
No, I said, wasn't Gordon the one who was saying all of that? Hey, I know I'm sick, and basically he gave her the okay to kind of like step out on him.
I guess I don't. Yeah, I'm the one. I don't know what they discussed with the marriage. For me, Gordon and Maya's marriage was very like it's confusing to me myself. It's a confusing marriage to me. I don't even understand the arrangement, whether that was their plan from the beginning before he had asked her to marry him. For me, I'm confused about their wedding. But me, I'm talking about the kids. It's two of them. Is their plan? Is their wedding? Their plans? Whatever they agreed on, fine. I'm not even saying I'm not disputing the fact that she's dating Ink. I like Ink, and I like
Right.
him with her because she's happier. She looks like she's happy than when we saw her with Gordon. She looks healthier. She looks like she's enjoying life. I like
Hmm.
ink for her. I'm just saying that when it came to the child and the way they were trying to like talk about the paternity stuff, I felt like it shouldn't have been something that I should have known about. I felt like something that should have been kept private.
Right. I agree. I agree. It should have been kept private.
Yeah. Well, uh, uh
Nossa, estranho.
anyways, let's move forward. Then we had Giselle in that particular event said she wanted to meet up with um Wendy. How did you feel about how that meeting with Wendy?
I thought it was pretty mature, of Giselle to make up with her. I just hope that they can keep the pact that they made, you know, because I didn't really understand the whole fallout situation, because when Ashley came to Wendy, she told her, she said, "Hey, look, Giselle heard about a false accusation." So it was Giselle who said it was a false accusation, not Giselle saying, "Hey, this is what's going on and this is what I heard." She first said it was a false accusation, you know, just to kind of like give her the heads up. Hey, this is a false accusation going on about Eddie and Wendy's marriage. You know, she didn't say it was any truth to it or she believed the gossip. So it just it just seems like when you're trying to talk and communicate, you're so already like in your own head that you can't hear the words that are actually coming out and get the meaning behind the words.
For me, I was surprised that she asked her for a conversation, and for me, I also like that they decided to have the conversation. But the conversation itself for me was so awkward. Was very very awkward, very very awkward. I laughed. I was like, what the heck is going on? You could notice the tension between the both of them. But I love that at the end of the day, they came to an agreement of, you know what, we might not be best friends, but at least let's at least be respectful of each other. And I love that. But like I say, when it comes to these reality TV shows, sometimes they'll be saying one thing, and in the next episode, it just flies off the roof, and you'll be like, what? You just said something last episode. So what is going on? So I'm gonna give it time. Let's see more interaction between Giselle and Wendy. Let's see how that will play out, especially now that she did not attend her event, which we're gonna talk about. But I want to see how that will still play out and how they'll interact with themselves before I really judge and say, okay, fine, they have decided to be mature, because sometimes it's not about what you say, it's about your actions. Let's see what action they put into it, and then I'll know, okay, yes, they said these things and they actually work it out. So that's just my own point of view. It's my point of view. Um, moving forward, Stacy separated, about to be divorced, but still living with her husband, and that situation is funny. It's making me remember Ashley. Um, she's separated, but she's divorced. She's heading. They are actually divorcing, and they're still living together. But she said that she has another home in DC, right? And every time when the husband is around, maybe when he comes home from business, she finds an excuse to lie. Maybe the way she quoted it looks like she always just says she's going for work so that she will not be in the same environment. And I'm like, if you have to do that, why don't you just get different houses? Why, when you know you cannot stand being with him in the same house? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, that is a bit strange, but I don't know. Me personally, I cannot just live with somebody for the sake of living with them. You know what I'm saying? If it's over, it's over. You know,
Yeah,
and I just don't want to be with somebody in that kind of way. Somebody has to go. But I'm assuming that Ashley knows what she's going through because, as you said, Ashley went through exactly the same thing. So hopefully, she can get her marriage together, and figure out what they're going to do as far as the separation. Now, this is originally uh, Karen's friend, correct?
yes, Stacy, yes.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't really too sure of whose friend she actually was.
She came in as Karen's friend.
Okay.
But another thing I also kind of, maybe in my own perspective, I feel like maybe she still likes the husband a little bit, because her tone changed when she was like, oh, but I know he's seeing some other women. Like she had this change in her tone where she was saying, meanwhile she's dating somebody else too, but according to her, yeah, he's very religious, so they are not doing anything for till marriage. Um, but do you think that probably, well, we've not seen the husband, and I don't think we're ever going to see him, because all the pictures they put up in the episode, they kind of blurred his face.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I don't think he's going to be making any appearance on the show. I don't think he also wants to be. So I guess we should not talk about him. Let's just talk about her. She's saying that she's dating somebody and he's religious. Do you believe in the relationship she's in? Saying that he's very religious and they're not intimate and they've been dating for months now.
Um, I don't know. That's kind of just hard to believe, but in these days and times, there's no telling. What how much truth it really is to it.
Well, um, then now this is the part that kind of Karen receiving an award on the same day that Giselle fixed the GNA mental health whatever event. Not mental health. I forgot the holistic. Oh, I forgot the name they call it. But the thing is, you what I was surprised was that Karen literally fixed. Not Karen, but let me ask you: do you feel like it was bad or wrong of Karen sticking to that event, knowing that Giselle and Ashley fixed their event on that same day?
Yeah, that was pretty shady there. I mean, how many ways
But
can you really say it?
put in mind, Karen event has been fixed for a while. It's not like it came out yesterday. It has been fixed for a while. So how can you now say that
I can't hear you. Uzo, I can't hear you.
really?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I said you were saying, and I was saying, I was trying to say that you should put in mind that this event of Karen was an event that was planned months back. They already knew the date of this event. Then Giselle and Ashley fixed the date of their event. So it's not like it's this is not Karen's event. Like it was Karen that organized the event. It was an award show that she was going to get awarded in or at.
Okay.
So it's not like it's an event that Karen is the host. She's the one doing it. It's an event that she's going to receive an award. She was nominated for an award. So she was there. So it's not her event. But the only part I felt that was shady from Karen was the fact that on the same it was the same day, you now sent text to the ladies. The text message was giving me you have to choose between me and Giselle.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was what the text message that she sent. That was what it was giving me. Choose between me and Giselle's. Whose event you want to be at? Now, for do you know that I was surprised that they all went to Karen's event?
were you?
I was. I was. I'm not gonna lie. I know. Okay, Ashley was gonna be at the event because that's her business too, right?
Right.
But I was shocked by Mia going to Karen's event.
Mm.
If you had asked me to choose people that I said that you would say, okay, choose who you would have thought would have been in Carrie's event no matter what, I would have chosen Kiana and Dr. Wendy. Those two were at least the ones that I was sure that no matter what, they were going to show face at um Karen's event. And I was like, okay, if they had to choose because of traffic and everything, they will stick with being in Carrie's event. But you see, okay, I don't know the new lady, so I couldn't judge them. But I know that the new lady was a little bit like Stacy is a little bit trying to be closer to Ashley, you get. So I did think at least Mia was supposed to go to Giselle's event, but she was at Karen's. I was shocked when I saw Mia preparing to go to Karen's event. I was surprised. I
Well, I
thought she was
mean,
gonna be hand in hand with Jacqueline in Giselle's event.
I kind of figured that Mia was gonna go to Karen's event simply because, Mia started off as Karen's friend, from the beginning,
Mm, yeah.
so I kind of figured, okay, she's gonna side with Karen no matter what goes on between her and Giselle and Robin. They had a good friendship, they had a good run, but Robin is no longer there, you know, and
Mm,
I just figured her loyalties would lie with Karen.
mm, mm. Wow, I didn't look at it that way. I was just so shocked, so surprised that she was amongst the ladies that chose to be in Karen's event. Now, my
Mm.
second question before we wrap it up for this today's review is: did you feel it was fair the way Giselle chased them out of the event, considering the fact that they've spoken to Ashley earlier on, and they all agreed that they were gonna try to make it by 8, and they came 8:02, so 2 seconds later than 8 o'clock that they said they were gonna be there. Do you feel it was worthy enough of Giselle chasing them from the event?
I thought that it wasn't cool. I mean, like they did make it on time. You know what I'm saying? To the minute. No, maybe they didn't make it to the very minute that Giselle wanted them there, but they still showed. I just thought that was just kind of unfortunate, on Giselle's part, simply because it just shows unfairness. You know what I'm saying? I Now
Mm,
this is what I understand, that Giselle and Ashley sent out their invitations months before, and all of them RSVP'd. They spoke about it the week before at
yeah.
Karen's little
Yeah.
birthday bash. But then all of a sudden, Karen says, "Hey, I'm being awarded. I need you guys to be there. Show some support. There are two events
Mm,
going on, but I'm going to give you guys a ride so you don't have to drive around." I just thought that was kind of shady, because
mhm.
if you knew about this award even months ahead of time, why didn't you say something? You knew about it a week ahead of time, is they've already made their commitment, you know,
Yeah.
and
But
why?
don't you feel? Okay, go ahead.
No, 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 go ahead.
I wanted to say you said that Giselle choosing them from the event was kind of bad, but don't you feel like just because they've RSVP before, she just had pain and hurt that they decided to go to Karen's event that was just impromptu than her that she had already told them and all of them have RSVP. I feel like maybe that emotion engulfed her, even if they still tried to make it at the time they promised they were going to be there. She was just at that moment just full of emotions and hurt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did hurt her a lot, um,
Mm-hmm.
because she wanted her friends to rally around her, and I can completely sympathize with that, but Karen just kind of stole that spotlight.
Mm. Yeah, Karen did. Yeah.
I
So
mean, I don't know if it was intentionally or
yeah.
unintentionally, you know, but yeah, Karen did what she did.
Mm. Well, for me, I just hope that because I see because she chased every lady, even Mia that is her friend. Do you think the
Mm.
repercussion is gonna be great of her taking that decision?
Between Karen and Mia.
Not carrying a Mia between her and the ladies. I'm talking about Giselle and the ladies that she chased out of the
Oh, yeah, I think Giselle is like really hurt by the choices that the girls made. Because like I said, she expected her girls to be there to support
yeah.
her. I mean, losing a parent, it's hard.
Uh-huh.
you know so I just felt that she really wanted her girls to kind of rally around her, and choose to be there for her during her times of need.
Um. So I was asking now that she has chased them out. Do you think it's gonna cause divide in the group?
Yes, I do, but um I don't know, maybe hopefully, you know, Ashley could try and soothe the rough waters, you know.
Mm,
This is what I'm hoping, but yeah, I think there's going to be a rift in between both of the groups now, and I just kind of feel like Karen is to blame because she's the one who decided that, hey, my event is top tier, and then the way she was bragging, we'll see who comes to who, and it's just like top bragging there.
mm, yeah. Well, I just hope that it's not going to cause too much truth that they will understand themselves. Those that needs to apologize, we apologize, and they will move on. I just hope so. Is there
Yeah.
anything that happened in the episode that we didn't cover?
um no, actually, I think we covered everything.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Well,
think we
that means
covered everything.
and that's where we're gonna draw the end for today's recap review for the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're gonna catch us same time next week for another recap and review of Real Housewives of Potomac. And don't forget to give us a follow, guys. Click on the subscription button down below to subscribe, like and comment on this video your thoughts and opinion about what was said. And we'll see you guys same time next week. Have a nice day, guys.
Bye.
Bye.